Today, I'm gonna give you some easy CarPlay automation ideas that you can implement right away. Let's go. Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shane and this channel is all about building an easy Apple home, smart home with new videos and live streams published every week. So I recently got a new vehicle and for the first time ever, I finally have CarPlay and I am absolutely loving it. So let's discuss some ways that we can utilize CarPlay in our shortcuts and automations to do things like open a specific app on the vehicle display, play specific music, and even check the status of our smart home. We're gonna start very simple and get a little bit more advanced. This is actually gonna be a two-parter. Today is just part one, and my next video, I'll release part two, where we get a little bit more advanced. But don't feel intimidated, it's really not too hard, and you're gonna love the automations that you'll be able to create once we're done. Much of the stuff that we discussed today and in the next video can even be useful without CarPlay, so just in regular shortcuts and stuff like that. I'll be sure to link any shortcuts that we build down below in the description, so feel free to download them, play around with them yourself if you like. You can use those as a starting place for your own automations or follow along with today's video. Now, a quick word from today's sponsor, trendmicro. I do think it is important as ever to protect yourself and your devices from online threats, and I have been using trendmicro's premium security suite to do that for quite some time. You can install it on up to 10 devices with a single license to add additional protection against malware, viruses, ransomware, and other threats. It's super easy to install and set up. It also comes with a VPN that will turn any public hotspot into a secure Wi-Fi connection, as well as other tools like identity theft protection, parental controls, and even 24/7 emergency assistance. Check out the link in the description and use code SHANE10 for 10% off your purchase of the Premium Security Suite. Thanks to trendmicro for protecting all of my devices and for supporting the channel. All right, so first thing we'll do is open up the Shortcuts app here on our phone, and we'll go over to the Automations tab. Here you can see all your current automations if you have any set up. You can see my personal automations as well as my home automations. Now the big difference here is your personal automations will run on your personal device like your iPhone or your iPad. Your home automations like these right here all run on your HomeKit hub. So if you have a smart home set up, that's how that works. All right, so let's just set up a real basic automation that will autoplay my music, through Apple Music every time I connect to the car. That way I don't have to find something to play or open up the music app or anything like that each time I get in and start up the car. To do that, let's just go with new automation. We're gonna look for CarPlay right here. Here you can see our options, connects or disconnects. And I'm gonna go with, you wanna go with run immediately. And here you can notify, I wanna leave that off so this will just run automatically, okay? So when it connects, and you can choose a current shortcut, which is nice. We'll get back to that in a minute, but let's just go ahead and create a new one. And we're just gonna look for actually one of the options right there, play music. Let's tap that. And you can of course search right here through all the different actions, but we're gonna look for, we're gonna go to, I don't know, let's go with listen now. And let's see, let's go with Shane Watley's station. Let's go with a discovery station. So each time I get in, it'll play some stuff, some new stuff that maybe I haven't heard and can add to my library. All right, you can choose to shuffle music. I will choose to shuffle songs and repeat all. All right, done. Literally, it's that easy. Now, when CarPlay connects, it's gonna play music through Apple Music, and it's gonna play that discovery station that Apple Music created for me. And of course, you can set this to any playlist or albums or songs, however you wanna do it, but it's that easy. That way now, when I get in the car, I don't have to open or find the Apple Music app on my dashboard or anything like that. It'll just start playing automatically. All right, so let's try out this automation. When I start CarPlay, Apple Music should start playing. All right, CarPlay fired up. There we go. You can see over here, my discovery station started. If I tap on CarPlay, let's go to Apple Music. My discovery station is now playing. Now, kind of along those same lines, we can also choose to open an app. So you may know with CarPlay, there's a few different like displays that you can have up, and I guess I don't know if it defaults to the last one you use or exactly how that works. But what we can do is tell our phone to open a specific app every time we connect. Let's say you prefer the Apple Music to always be on display, or let's say you want the Maps app to always show, or Spotify. Any app that you have, through CarPlay, this will work with. So let me show you that real quick. Let's just do a new CarPlay. When I connect, we're going to do run immediately. And for this one, you're going to add action. And here we're just going to look for the open action or open app. There we go, open app. You can choose any app. We're just going to go with, let's go with the Maps app. There we go. You can do the same thing with Spotify. Again, any app that works there in CarPlay, and now it'll open up to that display every time you get in the car. So really simple, but great to kind of customize what you see when you get in the car every time. All right, so this one will open up any app that we specify, and I specified the Maps app. So every time I fire up the car, it should display Apple Maps as the app on display here. So let's give it a shot. Give it a few seconds. There you go. Fired right on up to whatever app we specify. And of course, you can choose any of your apps, Spotify, different podcast apps. And lastly, I want to incorporate some more home stuff. So let me show you one more that I was thinking of. I know a lot of people may open windows and doors, whatever, things like that when they're at home, especially during certain times of the year. So let's create an automation that checks, to see if a door is open, and will let us know when we get in the car. So there's a few ways to do this. There is a get the status action here where you can get the status of any of your smart home accessories if you want to use that in your automation. But you can also do it really easily with just the if action. So we'll create an if statement here. If you tap that, you'll see your home accessories. I've got a few HomeKit homes, but I'm going to look for select accessory. And let's just pick a contact sensor. This could be a window. Again, you could do this for anything, but I'll pick this 2.0 contact sensor right here. Now we're going to say if the 2.0 contact sensor state is open, we want to speak text. Wait, no, let's see. Yeah, and we're going to say, you left the window open, you may want to go close it. Let's just test this out real quick.
You left the window open. You may want to go close it.
Sounds pretty robotic. So to fix that, you tap on this. So I usually change the voice to this one right here. Let's try that.
You left the window open. You may want to go close it.
All right, much better there. Now this would run anytime we connect to CarPlay. So we want to make sure it only runs when we're at home. So again here, you can just get the location, get current location. That's what we want. So we're going to move this up to the front. So first we're going to check the current location. We're going to say if current location, we want to change this to street name. And this is how I usually check for location. There's other ways you can do it. If you got longitude, latitude, all that kind of stuff as well. I'm going to say contains. All right, now I need to move this if action up here. So if the street, it's going to get the location if my home street is in that location. If I'm home, basically, it's going to then check the contact sensor and tell me you may want to go close the window if it's open. Otherwise, it'll do nothing. I can delete these otherwise actions. And that's basically it. So if I'm not home, it's not even going to check. I won't worry about it. But every time I start the car, if I'm home, it's going to check that window to make sure it's open. And we can do a wait action here. Let's add that to the beginning just to make sure we have time for the vehicle to connect to CarPlay. Let's wait 5 seconds. And let's test this out real quick. It's waiting 5 seconds.
You left the window open. You may want to go close it.
So there you go, that'll run. It'll run through my vehicle's audio system every time I connect. And again, if the contact sensor is closed, it won't tell me anything at all. It'll just skip, and as well as if I'm not home. All right, so let's see if it announces that my window or my contact sensor is open. Fire up the truck, start CarPlay. Of course, again, this will only run when I am at home, the way we set this one up. Wait for it to connect, and hopefully we'll get an announcement.
You left the window open. You may want to go close it.
Boom, how cool is that? So you can see how we can incorporate any of your HomeKit accessories into something like this. Let's say you have a HomeKit smart lock and you like to unlock the door every time you disconnect from CarPlay, but only when you're home. That's pretty easy to do as well. Just create an automation for when you disconnect from CarPlay, check your current location like we did earlier, then if you are home, unlock the front door. Today we just scratched the surface of what you can do through ShortCuts and CarPlay automations. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper into ShortCuts in the next video and create some slightly more advanced CarPlay automations that will do things like check your ETA home and send a text message automatically, check and announce calendar events, and so much more. And if you're watching this in the future, I'll be sure to put a link to that video right here. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss that and other future videos. Again, click that link below to get 10% off the trendmicro premium security suite. Thanks so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.